Okay, I'm going to show you how to cut down your kite lines to make them shorter in such a way that you know they're the equal length that you need them to be, and you can make them whatever length you want, and you can also make them long again when you want long lines again. A lot of people, for lessons or for whatever reason, when they want to shorten their lines, they bend them back over, they fold them up, they double them back. I don't like to do that for a few reasons. Number one, you still have twice as much line there as you need, which means you've got more lines to tangle. You've got double the line weight. You've got double the drag, the air friction on the lines. And you can only make the lines half the length of what you had before. Here's how I cut my lines for myself for the school. First of all, I'm gonna take the pigtails off. I use Airush. Hopefully the brand you're using has detachable pigtails. If not, you should be using those. So I'm going to take all the pigtails off the far ends of the bar. Then I'm going to take all those ends and attach them to the same point. Maybe put all 4 of them on a screwdriver like this and stick it in the sand. So the ends of the lines are attached there, and I'm going to pull the lines out. I'm going to decide how much I want to cut off the lines, and then I'm just going to go ahead. I've already cut these. I cut those lines and set the segments aside. Now I can take these 4 lines like this, bend them over. It's very important that these 4 bends, these kinks, stay where they are, because these will help you make sure that the lines are all the same length. I'm going to take one at a time. If you're afraid of germs, you can ask somebody to hold this, otherwise I'll just put it in my mouth. And I'll make a loop out of that first end. Please notice a couple of things. Number one, this is a figure 8 knot, not an overhand knot. A figure 8 knot is much stronger. An overhand knot might break, the line might cut there. And number two, I've made the loop fairly big enough to make it easier to work with. So I'm gonna set that aside. I'm gonna go through all these lines now. And do the same thing until all 4 lines are there. And if you notice, it doesn't really matter. You don't have to worry about making this knot exactly the same distance from here. As long as you keep that kink there on all 4, you're gonna be fine. Then you can clean up your figure 8 knots, make them look neat. It's best to make all your loops first, and then you can keep the ends you need and cut off the ends you don't need. Make sure you don't cut off the wrong end. And then once you have all those, you can just put your pigtails on again. Like I said, it's nice if you leave a bit of a big loop there. That way it's easy to put the pigtails on. You can put them through here. Make sure when you attach these that you have this knot here that looks like a square knot. Not this. This is called the girth hitch. Also very weak, because as it pulls tight, these lines will cut themselves.
And so now we're gonna do the girth hitch. All right, what do we get?
So it broke at the
knot?
Yep.
No way! If you don't know, everything fucking breaks in the knot.
And there's a lot of pressure on there. So not a girth hitch. Attach them properly like there. So I'm gonna take those 4 pieces that I cut off and use the same process to make 4 segments of equal length. And then when I'm ready for long lines again, all I have to do is take the pigtails off. I can attach my extensions to the line like this. Again, being careful not to make a girth hitch. Put it there. And at the far end of the lines, I can attach my pigtails again, and we're ready to go. So it's pretty straightforward. I've been doing this for over 15 years and I've never had a line break. So let me know if you have any questions. Hope it works for you.